People come up with a new insecurity every day. Like, what do you mean I have a double line lip? Well, I'm like, hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Jackie, you know we're Ricky. Today's video, I'm gonna be showing you how I got this thing. But if you haven't already, go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe. But anyways, let's get today's video. I'm gonna be doing a full beat down using Drugstore. I'm no stranger to Drugstore. Love Drugstore makeup. I do want to do like a more affordable look and my skincare prior to, just so I could get a head start. But if you guys do want like a more detailed video on that, I will be glad to do so. I'm gonna start off with this brow illumination. Y'all, I love this stuff because it does not go anywhere. My eyebrows do not go anywhere. This is the L'Oreal brow illumination, and I like to slick my eyebrows down just a little bit, not too much. I'm gonna go in with this Wet n Wild. Y'all, I use this all the time. Since I did go lighter in hair shades, I am gonna start off the tail of my eyebrow with this shade, and then I'm gonna mix it as progressively. Ooh, blinded. I'm gonna blend them as I progressively get here because we don't want block brows, okay? So I'm gonna take this tiny brush. This is a brush, I believe e.l.f. It is a conceal brush. So for now, I'm gonna go in, since I don't have a mirror and I don't want you guys staring into my nostrils the whole time. I'm gonna go in and use the back of this. Well, use this for a mirror. So, like I said, darker shade first because you do want a strong brow, but you also want to take into consideration because you do not want harsh eyebrows. I believe harsh eyebrows are like a key statement for your brow. I mean, for your face. And if you OD on them a little bit too early, you're already late in the game. But a trick for me, to be quite honest with you, I'm gonna take a paper towel and I'm just gonna rub the dark shadow a little bit. Then I just want to minimize the amount of tools I'm using. Then of course I'm gonna go in with that second lightest shade, and I'm just gonna bring it in. Again, I do have my eyebrows microbladed, but I do suggest, if some people were born with a nice set of eyebrows, to make your eyebrows, your makeup routine a whole lot easier, just go get them done. Go get your eyebrows done. If you can't get them microbladed, get them microbladed. I got mine microbladed about a year ago and they still look pretty good. But when I am going for a full beat down, I do like to add a little bit more product. So yeah, so far so good already. So I already prepped my skin. Now I'm gonna go in with my Grippy by Maybelline. This stuff is so good. It's gonna give something for my makeup to stick onto. If you have the e.l.f. I believe it's the e.l.f. Hydro Grip as well, that's also good. Like, I can feel it already. It's already tacky on the face, and I claim tacky on this channel. Okay. Just want something for your makeup to stick onto. So now, since I do have a little bit of hyperpigmentation, you guys might not be able to see that, I don't know, but I'm gonna take my e.l.f. I'm gonna take my Morphe color corrector. I'm glad color correctors have came a long way because they have a different shades now, and this is gonna help neutralize the hyperpigmentation and the redness. And I love to color correct. I don't know why, but I do. Like, sometimes just a little thing. But since I have peach to neutral undertone, I do like to grab a peach color corrector to brighten and conceal my dark. Now, I did say I'm here for a beat down. Almost forgot one critical part. I do like to conceal all of my hyperpigmentation, especially right here, because my face is not as symmetrical. But when I conceal over here, I can kind of like redraw my nose bridge a smidge. And these Paw brushes, these are from Amazon. You get like, I believe 6 or 8 in a pack. They're under $10 for sure. I don't know if it's like 6 or 8. I don't know if it's like 6 or 8, but yeah. As you can see, that alone made a world of a difference. Now, I do not want that to move. I don't want it to go anywhere. I'm gonna go in with the L'Oreal Infallible powder. I'm gonna take their peach shade, and I am going to dab a little bit. Honestly, let's not use a beauty blender. I'm gonna take this setting brush by Real Techniques. It's just a nice little fluffy brush, if you know what that looks like. I'm gonna take a little bit of that and just kind of like dust it. Now, I like to work my way in now. So if you have a hard time like matching your foundation shade, I would suggest start off with your bronzer or contour. Contour just defines you a little bit more. This just warms up your face, and I want some warmth in my face. I'm gonna go in with this cream bronzer by Juvia's Place. And since I do want to kind of like have my face snatched a little bit, I'm gonna go in here. Gonna go a little bit higher than I would normally, and then I'm gonna put a little there on the temple, and then yeah. But this Juvia's Place products, a little is always going to go the longest way, okay? So user beware. I take my Morphe 242 cream bronzing blush. I have two of these actually, but I really love this brush. It's very beginner friendly, it's slanted, and we're gonna have her just hop into it. Now I will say, if you are a very new beginner to makeup and you have no idea, stay as close to your foundation shade as possible. Like I said, with this product, a little goes the longest way. Give me time, I promise we're gonna be there. And I do want to take the excess product and kind of chisel out my jawline a little bit. And for my nose, I'm gonna take this Real Techniques. This is their square foundation brush, but I do like it for my nose. And when I say this was the cover of an LA Girl show, it is an LA Girl household, okay? I have 3 different shades, but I'm gonna start off with the one that's closest to my complexion. And girl, I'm gonna start off with one closest to my complexion, and I'm going to put it right under my eye. Honestly, with this product, I usually don't even need to color correct, but I do want a full coverage finish. Kind of went out of bounds a little bit there, but we'll fix it. Now I'm gonna take this Paw Beauty Blender. This is, again, so cheap on Amazon. They're so soft and squishy, and you get a good use out of them. You just take it in tapping motions progressively. And remember, it's like, don't worry about the bronzer. The bronzer is there, and more. I'm gonna take the rest of that and just kind of clean up the bronzer a little bit more. And this is why you want a concealer closer to your foundation, closer to your complexion. How come you guys didn't tell me I had powder everywhere? That would work cool. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna take that same brush from earlier. Don't like what I did there, so I'm just gonna kind of like use that brush to blend the harsh lines. You see how that just blurred out my forehead? And then the beauty, same thing, we're gonna use to chisel out my bronzer. And this is how we get away with foundation. And at this point, I'm just leveling out my contour. Again, same product from earlier, same brush from earlier. Do you see how diffused that looks? Now, right before I set my under eyes, I'm gonna set my under eyes with this product. Actually, love her down. This is again L'Oreal, but this is their, what shade is this? This is their translucent shade, and that I like to put it right under my eye, but spoke a little bit too soon. This is why it's good to have a multi-pack. I don't want to set my creases, so I will do this here. Make sure nothing is creased up, if it's bled out, and then look down. Continue to look down and just press it in. See that? I love how blurring this product is. I don't think there's anything outside of the, actually, I almost lied. Outside of like the Maybelline Fit Me powders, but I feel like this one blows the Maybelline Fit Me powders out of the water, to be quite honest with you. I'm gonna set my eye to just a smidgy bit because your girl gets oily. And this is so good because it's mattifying, so it does a really good job at soaking up the oils. For my upper lip, I do have hyperpigmentation, so I'm gonna take my pink shade. Y'all, it's important that you know your undertones. Like, I'm peach to neutral, so I love a good peach, pinkish pressed powder for my peach. And make sure you get those smile lines, because you don't want to crease in the long. I mean, eventually you smile throughout the day. You hang out with the right people, you gonna smile. You wanna minimize the lines that you. And I know you were like, well, Jacqueline, you didn't put on any foundation. Where's the foundation? Y'all, I tend to be a little bit more oily. Lately, I've been oily, so I'm gonna, look at that. Just look at that. I'm gonna take my Fit Me, and I'm in the shade 330. And honestly, this is to bring back the yellowness in my skin, to kind of make sure that I don't look casket red, essentially. So I'm gonna take this foundation brush. This is a foundation brush by Morphe, and this is their M106. And for your foundation brush, you want something a little bit more dense like this, just so you know. But even if you wanted to for this step, you can go in with a beauty blender as well, because you guys know they usually come with those square little pads. I feel like that does a good job. So if you want to pick it on, back her one. And this is just me marrying my lines. We're taking them to the courthouse. We're making sure it's legal, but it's illegal for you to look this good. And I'm just not a cream blush kind of girl. Like, I don't, like, it's a step that I can skip and not feel bad about. I do want to switch it up because I don't want to be redundant. Usually I will go in with my Juvia's Place, but I do want to use my NYX because I love this product just as much. So I'm gonna go in with this angled brush. This is their powder blush. This is 201 by Morphe, but since the angle is kind of like this, you get to hug under your cheeks. Oh, this smells so good. Hug under your cheek with an angle. You can just do one of these, and there's not too much technique that's needed because the brush, I feel like it does a good job at guiding as you guide it. And I just want color back in it. Now this stuff smells. For my brush, I like to keep using, for my blush, my powder blush, I like to keep the same blush because I love the look that it gives. It just looks like a sun kid. I don't know how to describe it, but this is CoverGirl's True Blend Skin Enhancer, and we're just gonna do that on the apples of my cheek. As you can see, the color is coming back, but I am not a blush girly. Like some days I have my days, but for most of the days I really genuinely do not like to. So now I didn't forget about my nose. I don't want it to get lost in the sauce. Okay, y'all, look how pretty. I'm gonna take this shade by Juvia's Place. Like I said, I do want to stay away from this palette because I use it a lot, but I feel like it's the perfect contour for my nose. It's not too light, it's not too dark. It doesn't have any grays, so it doesn't give me harsh lines. It just warms up my nose and brings it back. Like it doesn't just get lost in my face. So that's why I love this one. But now for the higher points of my face, and this is the step where if you want to, you can just add a little bit of shadow over. Use this as shadow, and I usually do that because I don't wear eyeshadow on a daily basis. Pimping on a daily basis. Ever since I incorporated this step of my makeup has come out a whole lot better. I'm gonna spray my face down with this Morphe Continuous Spray, and this is basically to calm down all the powders. But with this step, I also want to see what do I want to brighten, what do I want to tone down, what do I want more of, and that's what we're gonna do with this step. And Morphe has the best tools ever. Like there's no debate about it. It gets your whole face. Like you don't even have to do all of it. Like, it gets your whole face every single. Now you do know your girl has a little mole right here. I do want to expose my mole. I almost exposed my whole dick. I want to clean up my mole because she deserves to be seen. Hello. So now there's a gist. I'm always gonna want a brighter under eye. I don't know. I'm always gonna want a brighter under eye. I'm gonna take the neutral undertone. What if I was to go in with the translucent? It would do absolutely nothing but be translucent. But this peach one is gonna make my eye a little bit brighter. But I do want to concentrate it literally in the corner of my eye mostly, and then keep her there. Diffuse the rest of the product. Now you want to wait for that setting spray to sit up just so it can give you a good setup. And honestly, makeup is one of those use it or lose it skills. Like y'all have to relearn how to do my makeup. Okay, you guys. So now one of my favorite tricks to do. This is a baby wipe or / makeup wipe. I'm gonna take off the highlighter because I'm gonna do that. It was wet, took off the highlighter, and I'm gonna dry it with this paper towel. Why? Because we're going to clean under our eyebrows, and I say this time and time again, this part is super crucial for me because I feel like it makes a world of a difference. It makes a world of a difference in my makeup. So I'm gonna take the same shade from earlier, and this is shade 400. Again, it's closer to my skin tone, but it's not too dark to not too skin alike to not like give me like some level of a highlight. I'm gonna smear a little bit of that on the back of my brow. Now you want your brow to look kind of like this, a little bit melted, just like that. And this is Morphe 382 brush, and this is their eye detail brush. So we're gonna go under my eyebrow a little bit, and then you can go back in for more. It's easier to progressively add to your face than to take away. Like that's one thing. That's another tip that I could say. You can always add. I mean, you can also take away, but that also comes with practice. But I would go slow. But I am gonna bring this down a little bit, and I do say take like a dense brush. Y'all, this one does not have a brand on it. I feel like this is something from my Shein box. Honestly, I have like a couple of these that have no name on it, but you want a brush like that's dense like this, and you do want to just like tap it just so you can marry it. Now tell me you don't see a difference there. Tell me you do not see a difference. So I'm gonna do the same exact thing to this eye as well. And I'm just gonna clean her up. Y'all, none of my bronzers are giving me what I want, what I truly want from my eyebrows. So what I am gonna do, I'm gonna take this lighter shade and I'm gonna put it on the lighter shade of brow still, and just put it right there, literally right where my eyeball. I hate having hooded eyes. Hate it. It's a L'Oreal mascara, and this is before I add my individual individuals. Ooh, this is not of the police. Ooh, ooh. I'm gonna put on my individuals and I'm gonna break. When doing clusters, anything become a surface. Anything becomes a surface. So I'm gonna use the back of this. Ooh, my glue is dry. Okay, so I do want my lip combo to be precise, and I know everything in you telling you liquid to clean. No, you're gonna take the same foundation powder, put it around your lip, because I do feel like this does a better job not messing up your makeup. And you got no liquid, you got no vision putting liquid on. Let me not say that, because the next step, yeah, I'm gonna put liquid on for a whole different thing, whole different area. Okay, I'm gonna take another white and just, I want to be as nice. Ooh, I need to see black. But if you don't trust yourself, use a Q-tip. I can be super lazy, so I love lip stains I love when my lip combos have a lip stain. I'm gonna go in with this NYX lingerie, and I believe I'm in this shade Tease You Later, and it's like a nice little warm brown. People come up with a new insecurity every day. Like, what do you mean I have a double line lip? But like every other day, yeah, every other day, especially on TikTok. Now I'm gonna take this NYX So before I said every single thing, I'm gonna douse my face in a little bit of this because it does look cakey from when I did put the powder on a little bit earlier. So I'm gonna kind of like, and of course, this is not going anywhere, but do not add too much. Do not breathe, do not move, just spray. Actually, I don't like how the nozzle gets sticky. I'm actually it makes it spray weird. So I'm gonna wet the nozzle to make sure it all comes out uniform. And I'm gonna spray myself down. I'm happy with the canvas. I love how it looks right. So, okay, that was it. I was saying don't move, do not move. Okay, I do want to deepen my lip color just a little. Yeah, I'm really lazy when it comes to lip combo because I don't want to reapply it all day every day. Like when lip stains became mainstream, like I nearly did a bad lip. Like I love. Now I'm gonna go in with NYX and their fat oil, and this is in the shades Girl Flash of Cream. I do want it a little bit milkier, so I'm gonna take Polished Peach by Morphe, and this is their drip glass, and I'm gonna put it right in the middle. A face squad, a face, a face. And this is the completed video. But anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching. If you haven't already, go ahead, like, comment, subscribe. But until next time, guys, adios.